From stranger to success, the story of Elon Musk. Success stories often inspire us because they show what is possible when determination meets opportunity. One of the most remarkable modern examples is the journey of Elon Musk, a man who moved across continents, faced repeated failures, and built some of the most influential companies in the world. His story is not just about wealth or fame, it is about persistence, risk-taking, and the courage to dream far beyond ordinary limits. Early life in a different world. Elon Musk was born on June 28, 1971, in Pretoria. Growing up in South Africa during a time of political and social tension, his childhood was not particularly easy. He was a quiet and introverted child who often found comfort in books rather than social interaction. From an early age, he displayed an intense curiosity about how things worked. By the time he was just 10 years old, Musk had developed an interest in computers. This was during a period when personal computers were still relatively new, and access to them was limited. Undeterred, he taught himself programming using a manual. At the age of 12, he created a video game called Blastar and sold it for $500. This early achievement hinted at the entrepreneurial spirit that would later define his life. Despite his intellectual abilities, Musk struggled socially and was often bullied in school. These experiences, though painful, helped build resilience. They taught him how to endure hardship and remain focused on long-term goals, qualities that would later prove essential. Leaving home, the first big risk. Musk always dreamed of going to the United States, in which he believed was the land of opportunity. However, moving directly from South Africa to the U.S. was not easy. At the age of 17, he made a strategic decision to first move to Canada, where his mother had citizenship. This move marked the beginning of his life as a foreigner navigating unfamiliar environments. He had little money and no established support system. To survive, he took on various odd jobs, including cleaning boilers and working on farms. These experiences were physically demanding and far removed from the glamorous life he would later lead, but they taught him the value of hard work. Eventually, Musk enrolled at Queen's University in Ontario before transferring to the University of Pennsylvania in the United States. There, he studied physics and economics, two disciplines that would later influence his approach to business and innovation. The leap into entrepreneurship. After completing his studies, Musk briefly pursued a PhD at Stanford University, but dropped out after just 2 days. This decision might seem reckless, but it was driven by his desire to participate in the emerging internet revolution of the 1990s. Together with his brother, Musk co-founded a company called Zip2. The company provided online business directories and maps for newspapers, a novel idea at the time. Starting a business as a foreigner in a highly competitive environment was not easy. Musk faced skepticism, financial struggles, and long working hours. Despite these challenges, Zip2 grew steadily and was eventually sold for nearly $300 million. Musk's share from the sale gave him his first significant financial success. However, instead of settling down, he chose to reinvest his earnings into new ventures. Reinventing finance, the PayPal era. Musk's next venture was X.com, an online financial services company. At a time when people were still hesitant to trust the internet with their money, Musk believed in the future of digital payments. X.com eventually merged with another company to form PayPal. The journey was far from smooth. There were internal conflicts, leadership changes, and intense competition. At one point, Musk was even replaced as CEO. Despite these setbacks, PayPal succeeded and was acquired by eBay for $1.5 billion. Musk walked away with over $100 million. For many people, this would have been the end of the journey, a chance to retire comfortably. But for Musk, it was just the beginning. Betting everything on the future. Instead of enjoying his wealth, Musk decided to invest almost all of it into ambitious and risky projects. He founded SpaceX with the goal of making space travel more affordable and eventually enabling human life on other planets. At the same time, he joined Tesla, a company focused on producing electric cars. He also supported the creation of Solar City, aiming to promote renewable energy. These ventures were considered extremely risky. Many experts believed they would fail. Musk invested so much of his personal fortune that he came dangerously close to bankruptcy, facing failure and near collapse. The years 2007 and 2008 were particularly difficult. SpaceX experienced multiple rocket launch failures. Each failed launch cost millions of dollars and brought the company closer to collapse. Tesla also struggled. Production delays, financial losses, and skepticism from the automotive industry created immense pressure. At one point, Musk reportedly had to choose which company to save, as he did not have enough funds to support both. The situation became so dire that Musk had to borrow money to pay his living expenses. For someone who had once made over $100 million, this was a humbling experience. The turning point. In 2008, everything changed. SpaceX successfully launched its Falcon 1 rocket into orbit, becoming the first privately funded company to achieve this milestone. This success earned SpaceX a contract with NASA, providing much-needed financial stability. At the same time, Tesla secured funding that allowed it to continue operations. The company eventually released the Roadster, an electric sports car that proved electric vehicles could be both high-performance and desirable. These successes marked a turning point. Musk's companies were no longer seen as unrealistic experiments, but as serious players in their respective industries. Redefining industries, over the following years, Musk continued to push boundaries. Tesla introduced a range of electric vehicles that challenged traditional automakers. The company also developed advanced battery technology and autonomous driving features. SpaceX achieved multiple milestones, including reusable rockets, a breakthrough that significantly reduced the cost of space travel. Here, the company also began launching satellites and transporting cargo to the International Space Station. Musk's influence extended beyond these companies. He became involved in projects like Neuralink and the Boring Company, each aimed at solving complex global challenges. Life as a foreigner in America. Throughout his journey, Musk remained a foreign-born entrepreneur in the United States. While the U.S. is often seen as a land of opportunity, it is not without challenges for immigrants. Navigating legal systems, cultural differences, and business environments can be difficult. Musk's success demonstrates that being a foreigner can also be an advantage. His diverse background allowed him to think differently and approach problems from unique perspectives. Key lessons from Musk's journey. Musk's story offers several important lessons. 1. Take bold risks. Leaving South Africa for Canada and then the U.S. was a major risk. Starting companies in unfamiliar environments required courage. 2. Embrace failures at SpaceX and Tesla did not stop him. Instead, they became learning experiences. 3. Stay focused on long-term goals. Musk's vision of sustainable energy and space exploration kept him motivated during difficult times. 4. Work relentlessly. He is known for working extremely long hours, often dedicating himself fully to his projects. 5. Think big. Musk's goals, such as colonizing Mars, may seem unrealistic, but they drive innovation. Criticism and controversy. It is important to note that Musk's journey has not been without controversy. His management style, public statements, and ambitious timelines have attracted criticism. Some people question his decisions, and while others admire his vision. Success stories are rarely perfect. They often include mistakes, setbacks, and difficult choices. Impact on the world today. Elon Musk is one of the most influential figures in technology and business. His companies have reshaped industries and inspired a new generation of entrepreneurs. Tesla has accelerated the global shift toward electric vehicles. SpaceX has revolutionized space exploration. His work continues to influence how people think about the future. Conclusion: a story of possibility. The story of Elon Musk is more than just a tale of financial success. It is a powerful example of what can happen when someone dares to dream and refuses to give up. From a young boy in South Africa to a leading figure in global innovation, Musk's journey shows that success is not limited by where you are born. Being a foreigner in a new land can be challenging, but it can also open doors to incredible opportunities. His story reminds us that success is not a straight path. It is filled with obstacles, failures, and moments of doubt. But with determination, resilience, and a clear vision, it is possible to overcome these challenges and achieve greatness.